And so I feel like there's a lot of things that that we were able to address through Ty that I feel like has helped so many people, that I
Yeah.
just feel blessed and grateful that I get to play a character like that.
Well, I want to first say congratulations on the third season of Harlem. It has, as I've been saying, it's been a light for me during the pandemic. Just this really show about, funny show about love and friendship. And I wonder if you would reflect a little bit on your journey with Ty and what it was like to kind of bid farewell to her at this moment.
It's bittersweet. It's sweet because we got to see her in all of these different phases of life. We keep saying it's been 3 seasons, but it's been 5 years since these girls have been together, and the topics that comes up with Ty that I've gotten to discuss and become advocates for. We're talking about fibroids, hysterectomies, about whether you want to have kids or not, and who would carry, and being in love, and how much you sacrifice for your career, and going back home and connected to your roots, or your fear of that. And so I feel like there's a lot of things that that we were able to address through Ty that I feel like has helped so many people, that I
Yeah.
just feel blessed and grateful that I get to play a character like that, that people haven't really seen displayed on screen before, and not to this extent. And so to get 3 seasons out of it feels great. And it also feels great that we knew that season 3 was going to be the last season, so that we can wrap it up how we wanted to wrap it up, as opposed to the rug being pulled under our feet. And so it does feel like a blessing to know that, like, oh yeah, people are going to feel that this is the end when they watch it, and whether we get a movie or whatever happens afterwards, people won't be lingering in some hanging storyline or anything like that. They'll get a complete story, and for that I'm grateful.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that it got wrapped up really in such a beautiful way. And well, Ty has a new love interest this season, and it's someone who Ty really wants to step up for to be with, but still has some trauma and struggles having grown up queer in the South. Would you touch on that?
I think I think we're finally getting to see the root of ties, what people might call toxicity. Maybe it's indecision, maybe it's avoidance. She would be an avoidant attachment.
Yeah.
Um, and it's because of that fear of going home. And now so much time has passed, it may have turned into shame or embarrassment. And so then to meet somebody who makes you want to potentially take that step, something that you've been avoiding potentially since undergrad, since schooling, um, it's such a big thing. It's such a big weight. And I think the thing about tech is that it's predictable. I
Mhm.
know that with this algorithm, I'm going to get this. I know that with this algorithm, I'm going to get that. And the thing that is so disconcerting about going home is she doesn't know what to expect. She can't control it. She can't predict it. And so with all of that, she knows that she has to. If she wants to fully love this person the way that this person deserves to be loved, if she wants to not mess this up, if she wants to break this cycle, she has to go home.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I don't have a whole lot of time left, so I want to ask you, you mentioned, getting feedback from people. Is there anything you could share about, something a fan has said to you who really maybe for the first time felt like they were seeing themselves on screen through you as Ty, or maybe they dated a Ty or something like that. But anything that you can share from fans?
I would say I had a queer black man tell me that he started to live his life more fully and freely after seeing Ty on screen.
Mhm.
It opened up for him a lot of things that he was contending with, but also things that he had been holding back out of fear of dot 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 whatever we hold in that place of fear, and he feels like he has more permission, and that to me was like so beautiful, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I do it. This is why I do it. If I can invite one person, two people, however many people, to be more of themselves through the character I play and through how I show up in space, then I've done my job.
Yeah, yes, you have. That's beautiful. And would you touch on working with like the other three leads and creating this relationship to tell the story of female friendship and joy and, all centered in the beautiful cultural space of Harlem?
Yeah, I think it's been a magical experience. Truly, I think I knew all of them in a past life. Um, and we
Yes.
had decided that we were going to come back for this because the way we got together felt so cosmic that it had to have been that. And there was no the awkwardness of getting to know people, of getting to know their quirks, getting to know how they work, getting to know like what to touch and what not to touch wasn't really there. It kind of was like we dropped into the best friend of it. And it's been beautiful. I also learned a lot from each of them that I will take with me throughout my career, especially with this being my first major project in the industry, to have these teachers with me. Not only the castmates that I work with all the time, but Jasmine Guy and Whoopi and people who play with us so often that we get to take in some of their gems whenever they're on camera with us or whenever we're backstage or and when we have a moment. And so it's been really a revolutionary experience for me, but also it is literally exactly what I manifested. I wrote down in my book, even down to the kind of people I wanted to work with. And
Yeah.
that's important. I think we manifest things like, I want to have my own movie. I want to have my own show. I want to have and there's a lot of shows out there. And some of them people are dying to get off of them because you have to spend so much time around these people that if it's not a good work environment, if it's not conducive to your growth and your alignment, and you're spending however many months out of the year, however many hours in the day with people, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like the manifestation. It doesn't feel, and then you start to feel like guilty for not feeling good about having the thing. And so,
Yeah.
yeah,